It's not you, it's cortisol. I bet you never expected to get past the stressful teen years of raising kids and still feel overwhelmed. And now to boot, you're dealing with perimenopause symptoms. Wasn't life meant to get easier after kids became independent? So many women who come to me feel like this. The thing is, cortisol will actually make perimenopause worse, but managed early, you can reduce your perimenopause symptoms. So before I get into the technicals of cortisol and how it's actually linked to perimenopause, let's paint a picture. You've spent years giving your all to your kids, maybe your career as well, your husband, your partner, friends, family, never thinking twice about what you need, just giving to everyone else's needs. And over time, you've forgotten about you. Now you feel tired and wired all the time. You can't sleep. The small things that happen at home make you lose your shit. Sound familiar? Now, cortisol is a great hormone. We need it, but if you've ended up in an overstressed life with lack of nutrients, maybe now you're hitting cardio hard to move the perimenopause belly fat, what you've done is drive your cortisol up to be at a chronic level and it never goes down. Firstly, raised cortisol in our biology signals an unsafe environment that we're preparing for fight or flight. You know, running from a lion once upon a time. But in the modern world, we get stuck in this from the excessive stress around us. The second reason for high cortisol is caused by famine, or in our modern world, lack of nutrients. That is a stress and it will cause a cortisol surge. Now, pregnenolone is a precursor to all of our sex hormones, but also cortisol. So if you're stuck in chronic cortisol production, you've got no pregnenolone left to produce other hormones, resulting in increased perimenopause symptoms. So by reducing cortisol back to normal levels, you will allow pregnenolone to produce sex hormones again. If you want to improve how you're feeling, start with reducing cortisol. I've given you some practical tips below that you can read about. And while you're there, if you're a 40+ perimenopause woman looking for a midlife makeover, hit follow and get some more tips.